Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Diverse Personal Training. I'm Natasha and this is Fiona.
Hi!
My friend who is joining me today for our last session of the Progressive Series. If you've done the Progressive Series and you've come here, I just want to say I'm super proud of you and super happy for you. Today we are going to finish off with a Tabata style high intensity session. But before we get started, I'm going to let my friend introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Fee and I'm from Fit with Fee Fitness Training, and I've been a personal trainer since 2016, and I just love getting moving and having fun and just enjoying all the amazing stuff that fitness has to offer. So I'm excited to train with you today.
And if you had to say you had a favourite style, what style or type of workout would that be?
Ooh, martial arts and strength training. I like to lift things that are heavy.
I love that. I think we all love that. All right, let's get started with our warm-up. We're going to start from the toes all the way to our head. So let's start with a nice little ankle roll one side and ankle roll the other. And all the way up onto the tippy toes, heels on the ground, bend the knees. So we're getting a little bit of a calf stretch as we come down in your own pace, at your own time. So as you're doing this one, I want you to really think about the pressure underneath your feet during this part. Make sure, under your heel, under your big toe and your little toe, the pressure is evenly distributed at this point. Yeah? All right, let's start with a little bit of heel tapping, moving the movement a little bit higher. Feel free to get a bit of a bounce going if you like. Bouncy bounce.
Dance attach comes out.
Yes, dance attach comes out. So a little bit of background. Fee used to train me and I try and do the heavy things, but I don't have the dancer hands. I remember saying, what was it?
Always have the dancing hands coming out, spirit fingers.
Yeah, and when we did balance work.
Yes.
You'd be like, the dancer's back. Can't get rid of it. All right, now let's tap back as well. With the tapping back, if you want to have a bit of a twist in your upper body, you can. Just to warm that up, you don't have to twist. That's fine. Once again, nice and bouncy bounce. And that bouncing is actually waking up our quadriceps as well. All right, high legs into a march. We're looking at range, not speed right now. Just want to increase that blood flow. So at this point, I want to explain a little bit as to why Fiona is here. She's here, yes, because she's a legend and because she's my friend, but she's here because she's helping me out. You may have noticed, let's move on to kicking. You may have noticed that it's taken quite a while for me to film this last video. And that is because I've had a number of health issues for quite a while now. I am not going to be able to do all the highest intensity work today, but I wanted to get this video to you guys. So I asked Fiona if she would be happy to demonstrate some of the high intensity stuff, and she said, yeah! So that's why we're here.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah. So we're gonna reach forward. You can box forward if you like, punch if you want. Either way, we're just moving the body. So I will be doing more of the kind of lower intensity options today. You can stay with me, you can move with Fee, or you can go somewhere in between and do your own style. It is all good. All right, waving your hands up above, as if you're saying hello to a friend over there.
Oh, that feels nice.
Yeah, it is nice. I like this this sensation. I always feel like with this one, I tend to feel my spine getting taller. I think I just become a bit more aware of my posture and that lovely reach up.
I feel my back just like opening up, just like through the shoulders.
All right, arms back, round, arms forward. And we're going to do a couple standing cat-cow. Fiona's going to stay that way. I'm going to move to my side. And we're going to try and get our ponytail to our butt, arch our back. And then the opposite, tuck the pelvis underneath, tuck the chin, and swap. And again, swap. You might hear a crack in our back, that is fine. And have a bit of a shake. Okay folks, let's get started with some burpees. If you're coming with me, hands on the couch or a chair, whatever feels comfortable for you. If you're with Fee, you're going full down to the ground.
Oh, down I go.
All good?
Yep.
So remember, today's workout, Tabata, it's all about high energy. We're wanting to bring it, our A game, down on the ground, push-ups. I'm going to stay here on the couch, getting ready, let's go. So Tabata is all about 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest at the highest intensity and speed you can bring, because that is going to increase your lung capacity. Feel free for this first round to just kind of go through the motions. It can be part of your warm-up. It's definitely part of mine. Alright, staying down on the ground, let's move to bird dogs. I'm going to do mine on my hands and knees. I think Fiona's going to join me.
Yep.
And let's go. Extending and swapping. Remember, the goal here is to be as smooth as possible in that transition. So if you want to imagine you're balancing a bottle of water on your back, that's a good way to think of it. Nice and slow, nice and easy. All right, time to get those dumbbells ready. We're doing a lunge with an overhead press. Okay, so I like to do a bicep curl, step back, then come up. Fiona's going a little bit smoother and faster than I am. And that's amazing that we have already in this video, with just two of us, a bit of diversity. Our world is made up of diversity. Let's keep it in our workout videos too. All right, dumbbells to the side. We have star jumps or a kettlebell swing. Which one do you want to do?
I got a kettlebell.
Beautiful. I'm going to do side taps, the alternative to a star jump. If you want to do a star jump, go for it. Remembering, this is all about speed. So I'm going to slowly amp it up, slowly amp it up. That's it. Stay with me. Deep breaths. One more exercise after this. What was the last step? Squat jumps. I knew I'd remember it at the last minute. Squats or a squat jump or a squat with a calf raise. If you're doing the squats, come with me. If you're doing it with a calf raise, check out Fiona's ankle range. I love it. All the way up on the toes. That is a great option if you are wanting to work towards jumping.
All the power and push off without the impact.
I love that. Nearly there, nearly there. Round 1 of 4 done. Let's have a little water break.
We're going to change up the modifications a little bit now. We've got our burpees. So I'm going to jump up, come down to the ground, plank here, shoulder tap each shoulder, and then jump back up. Clap it at the top because yay, burpee. Come down, tap, tap, bring the feet forward, clap at the top. And again, tap, tap, take a bit of stability out of that plank, challenging the core, and rest for 10 seconds. All right, we're down on the ground now for our bird dog, yep.
Push-ups.
Push-ups now, okay. Push-ups, going with my toes, tucking them down, tucking my hips under, coming down as low as I can, and pushing up when it gets that heavy, heavy resistance. Down and up, down and up. Your whole body, whether you're on your knees or your toes, is lowering like a plank of wood. Down and up, really putting that pressure on the arms and chest. And time, all right. Bird dog now?
Yeah.
That's on my brain. All right. I'm gonna re-modify it. So we started on all fours. I think that's where touch is gonna stay. I'm gonna come up on my toes as well, and I'm gonna reach forward and long, creating a bit of instability through my core and challenging that anti-rotation so that we don't turn our tummy and hips away from the ground. And time. All right, up again, nice big breath in, use that recovery. Ready for our lunge and overhead press. All right, we're gonna step backward, nice and strong, bring those weights up, over the head, pushing up off the front foot, shift the weight to the other foot, step back and press up. We're pushing through the front foot, no matter how you choose to do your lunges with your arms. And time. All right, kettlebell swings and star jumps. I'm going to jump these through. The touch is going to swing it away. Nice cardio pace. Let's go. And go up and down. That's it. If the jumping is a bit much, you can step it out. Tasha's doing a nice hip hinge there with her kettlebell swings. They are a backward, forward hip movement. using your backside to push those arms forward. Nice, big deep breath in. That's it, how you doing?
Good, that's ready for the squats.
All right, we're gonna squat. All right, so we squat down. I'm gonna jump now. So I was doing my calf raise, now I'm gonna push up away off the floor, landing nice and soft into my legs, nice and dynamic. So I've just got a calf raise going.
I've got a couple random jumps.
Nice.
Random.
Time.
Okay folks, round 3. I'm going to do some burpees down on the ground. Fiona's going to join me, but she's adding some jumps. Absolutely love it. Alright. Remember, just stay at the pace that is working for you, but this is our high intensity. So let's really challenge ourselves where we can. Down on the ground, or knees, toes, wall, wherever you need to be for your push-ups. Let's get ready. Deep breath, let's go. All the way down. If you need to have a little break in between, go for it. Knees, toes, doesn't matter. What I want you to focus on, lowering down in one single unit. From head to knees, or from head to toes, one solid plank. All right, bird dogs. Are you ready? I'm going on knees and hands. Fiona, I think, is on hands and toes, but she's just, oh no, she's doing all of it.
Oh, it's wobbly.
It is wobbly. So the goal here is to keep that core engaged so you don't rock and roll the body. Taking those moments of break when you need. That was great. All right, up we get. We've got lunges with an overhead press.
Alrighty.
Deep breath in. All right, let's go. Thinking about coming all the way down, making that higher intensity. You can ditch the dumbbells if you need. You can get heavier dumbbells if you need or want. All right, I'm going to do some star jumps, I reckon. I think I'm going to try a few. Fiona's showing side view of those kettlebell swings. And breathe. Focus on your breath. 8 seconds left, folks. We got this. All right, one more thing left. Squat jumps, or squat with calf raise, or just regular squats. All right, I'm gonna do squats with a couple jumps. Fiona's just drilling her squat jumps. I might do a few with it. Take your time. 5 seconds. Yeah, guys, let's go. Okay folks, last round, get it, everything you've got, let's go. I have been holding back just a little bit, but now it's everything in the tank. So there may be some moments of me not talking, and that's okay. We're here to be breathless. We're here to challenge ourselves. We don't grow because stop it. We cannot grow without challenge. All right, push-ups and next. Take a deep breath. You've got this, and let's go. I'm gonna do one on my toes. Just an itty one, just gonna try.
You can do it.
I did it!
Yes. It's always worth a shot.
It is always worth a shot. All right. Deep breath. Hear that?
Yes.
Yes! All right, bird dogs. We have got this, my friends.
I'm going all fours for this one.
You know what? I'm going to do some on my hands and toes as well, just to give something a shot. I'm going to do a tap and a tap. Oh, I can feel that transverse abdominis working so hard.
And this is still challenging because I have a quick changeover.
Yeah.
From point to point, it's not any less challenging.
Absolutely. All right. Lunge with the overhead press. Whew. What have we got? What have we got in the tank? This is our last round. Time to bring it. Focusing on pushing the earth down through the heel of your front foot. Yeah? And pushing the sky up with your hands. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do kettlebell swings. Faye's gonna do some star jumps. Deep breath. Let's go. We got this. If you're kettlebell swinging, squeeze those butt cheeks as you stand up.
Start doing big squeeze that pelvic floor.
Yeah. Listening to your body. Breathe. Nearly there. Folks, we've got one more. And then that is it. Then it's time for post-workout treat.
Now we're going to do a tuck jump.
Okay. Fiona's going to do a tuck jump and show you. Knees come high, legs are wide. One more time. That's a tuck jump. If you want to give it a go. Otherwise, you're here with me with just a jump in the squat. You can also hear Fiona's breathing out.
We did it!
We did it. All right, post-workout treat.
I don't know what it is.
I absolutely froze.
What is it? Oh my gosh! What do I do? Oh, that's amazing.
Frozen towel, just so you can see.
Oh,
Very frozen at the moment. Yeah, back of neck.
I've never done this before.
Try the ears
Oh,
and try the inner elbows.
getting
All the
those
major
up
artery
squats.
points. Yeah, so if you're in Australia like we are, and it's summer.
Summer's coming.
Yeah, it's not even summer actually, we're still in spring.
No.
Yeah, well, if it's hot wherever you are,
If you're in
frozen.
shorts, do you reckon behind the knees if you're in shorts? If
Yeah,
you're
you can even do it here, like
Yeah.
it does have to get through, but it's just,
Oh, that's amazing.
yeah. So, this is my little post-workout treat.
It's like a visit to the spa.
It is. So I've also got a little bit of essential
I
oil
thought
in
I
this
could
one.
smell it.
I've got a little bit of peppermint, lemongrass, lemon, and lemon myrtle. Ooh, lemon. All right, we are going to start stretching. Okay, so we are going to start some stretches. Oh, I'm going to do some up here. Fiona's going to do some down on the ground. Because I know for some people in larger bodies, sometimes getting down on the ground and doing some stretches isn't always accessible, but you got options today. So first thing we're going to do is a calf and hamstring stretch. So for me, that is frozen towel at the back of my neck, and I'm just going to come down in this hang. Fiona probably sitting on her butt and reaching for toes, and
Yeah.
what are you going for?
I like to do a bit like this, it's nice and long. So if you don't like to come back onto your heels too much, or there's those two options, but I like this one. I don't know why, it's just comfy.
Yeah.
Pushing out through my heel.
All right. Shall we move on to a different muscle group, or do you need to swap sides?
I need to swap sides.
Yep.
Hang on. Alright, I'm good. Yeah, do
Yeah,
both
good?
sides. Yes. Attachments is a good way if your shoulders are dead from the overhead presses and push-ups and everything.
Yes. I didn't even
It's
think about
nothing worth stretching where you've got to hold yourself up on a muscle group that you've just worked really hard, because then you don't relax.
that. Absolutely. All right. I am going to do a modified pigeon pose. You know pigeon pose?
Do.
All right. So Fiona's going to do it down on the ground. I'm going to do it sitting on a chair. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my ankle like so, and I'm going to hold it.
There's a couple of ways to get into it. You can just bring your leg forward, or if you like to sort of stretch into it. You can do a downward dog and then swing the leg forward, gently coming and shuffling the leg back. Just gripping my feet. And you can stay up here, or you can come down nice and low onto your forearms. Or if you're really fancy, you can have a little sleep.
I love that option for downward dog. That's actually something I haven't demonstrated on this channel, so
it's so refreshing. I love just like doing a little sweep into it. It's nice.
Yeah, use that momentum.
Yeah.
So if you're sitting here and you're feeling like your glute's getting a bit of a stretch and you want to amp it up a bit more, you just bring that foot closer to you. That's it. And play around with your knees. So if I let my knees sink down, not too much of a stretch. If I try and bring it up, get a bit more of a stretch, particularly here. All right, let's swap sides.
Be very careful coming out of either of these.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
It's so nice. So this is a really good stretch because we've done a lot of glute work in the squats, the burpees, the lunges, a little bit of bird dogs as well, depending on how you're doing them as well.
Definitely. Lengthening and opening up those glutes again. So good on the lower back as well.
Yeah. Alright, next movement we're going to get into it, and then I'm going to have a bit of a chat with Fee about what she does. We're going to do some quads. So if you are going to stand, I think this option, my back is to Fiona, a little bit rude. You're going to do kind of like a modified lunge, so leg up, and you're going to tuck your pelvis and swing forward. It's doing a little bit more hip flexor than quad, but it's still a stretch. Fiona, how do you stretch your quad?
I'm going to do my model pose. Grab one foot behind me, and I'm going to push the top of my foot into the palm of my hand. And I like to come down and basically, I like anything where I have to lie down and be lazy. That's my favourite. And then I just push my foot into my hand, and I'm getting through my quad here. And this is just like those standing quad stretch as well that you see. It's pretty much the same except lying down.
Probably a good one if your balance is a little bit tricky actually.
Definitely. I am a bit rocky here, so you do need a bit of core engagement. If you're standing, just hold on to something. Like, you don't need to stand not holding on to anything because you don't want to compromise the stretch. Do what you can to get what you need out of that particular stretch.
Alright, we're going to swap sides, and I'm going to give the microphone to Fee. You can even just leave it on the floor.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about, you had a personal goal this year and you smashed it. Tell us a bit about that.
I did my black singlet for Muay Thai kickboxing this year.
Woo!
8 years of training.
8 years?
8 years. Yep. So, got approved to qualify for my black singlet, which was 10 weeks of qualifier training and then a week of grading in order to pass and attain the black singlet. So yeah, it was a pretty massive goal.
So you were saying before martial arts is a bit of a thing for you.
Yep.
We're going to do upper body stretches. You can do them sitting, standing. I'm just going to come down with Fee. Tell us a little bit about like the style of workouts you train your own personal clients in.
Well, it's whatever they need. So I don't like to go into a session thinking that I know what they need without knowing my clients. So I like to ask them what they want, so what their goals are, what they enjoy, and then try to bring in my own ideas with that and then collaborate so that we can get the best of both worlds, which still yields results but also has a joyful feeling to it so that it's fun as well as a bit of hard work, because I think nothing beats a little hard work. Makes you feel good.
Yeah, there's nothing like a sense of accomplishment after you've tried something really challenging.
Yes.
And I think it's just knowing that challenges look different for everyone, and challenges can also look different for the same person on a different day.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, I know, for example, these push-ups, really challenging for me today. The burpees not so much, which took me by surprise.
That's so good.
But I did this workout on Wednesday and it was pretty much the opposite actually. Almost the opposite. So yeah, it's nice to come into a workout session where you've got that collaboration. So look, if you've come to this progressive series, you wanted to work through, you know, your strength, your endurance, your mobility, and your cardiovascular health. And you might now be at this point that you're like, well, where do I go next? You can always go back to the start and you can pick and choose. But if you're looking for a personal trainer, there are lots of options, and I'm going to let Fee shamelessly plug herself and her services. So if people wanted to work out with you, particularly if they were interested in some martial arts kind of stuff,
Yeah.
where do they find you? How do they get in contact?
Probably Instagram's the best. So I'm at FitWithFee, so FIT.withFee.
I'll put the link in the bio. Yeah.
And I instruct and train out of Mel's Ways Women's Fitness, and we're a women's only Muay Thai martial arts centre in Bayswater in Melbourne. And we start from little girls as young as 3 all the way up to women in their 70s, and we do self-defense, we do postnatal training, we do Muay Thai martial arts with a grading system. Like I said, I've just got my black. So we know that having a mindset goal is really effective, and a community is really effective, and that's why I love to coach and train out of there. So,
And everything's diet culture free,
Yep.
body positive.
yeah, absolutely. 100%. So
Love that.
Everyone can feel like they can come and have a go without stressing about all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we love here. All right, folks, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much, Fiona, for joining me. This has been really fun. Until next time, stay safe and have a good one. Bye for now.
Bye.